Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7, now streaming on Twitter. Starting off with business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. The new owner of Huntridge Theater has his work cut out for him with major renovations needed inside and out. His firm planning to spend the next 3 years renovating it. Take a look at these amazing renderings of what the place should look like by then. The Review-Journal spoke with Jay Dapper, founder of Dapper Companies, who purchased the old theater for $4 million. The government does register this building as a historic place, which limits the construction that Dapper can do. But he says he's confident he can bring the long-shuttered theater back to life. In other top stories, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. The election may be over, but not for one Las Vegas lawmaker. The Nevada Supreme Court hearing the case of the Clark County Commission election today. Commissioner Ross Miller, a Democrat, was sworn into office 3 months ago. His Republican opponent, Las Vegas Councilman Stavros Anthony, lost by only 15 votes. All the while, Clark County is reporting 139 discrepancies, higher than the margin of victory. So Anthony is pushing for an election do-over. Here's what attorneys from both sides had to say.
In this case, the election was prevented because there were too many discrepancies. They were within that margin of error, so we don't know who won.
There's absolutely no way to recover, recuperate, or document any particular instance of these completely unremarkable and routine statistical discrepancies in the election department record.
The central legal question, whether this election was, quote, prevented because of those discrepancies being higher than the slim margin of victory. The Supreme Court expected to make a decision within a few months. Also happening today, the Las Vegas Metro Police Department honoring its own. More than 60 employees awarded for their heroic deeds. Review-Journal's James Schaefer has more.
The police department highlighted 14 incidents of outstanding work performed by officers and civilians on Wednesday, including work on Metro's digital forensics lab and officers who aided during medical emergencies. Clark County Sheriff Lombardo apologized on behalf of the department that families were unable to attend the awards due to COVID-19.
And it would be a great opportunity for them to come forward and see what you do on a daily basis and appreciate each and every one of you in the law enforcement community.
For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In other news, Clark County commissioners standing beside Asian Americans in wake of the recent attacks across the country. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour tells us the county's plan. Renee?
Jen, Commissioner Tick Segerblum addressed members of the Asian American and Pacific Islander community who account for roughly 10% of the county's population, saying, "Believe me, the commission stands 100% behind you." Segerblum pushed for a resolution that was approved by county lawmakers Tuesday that denounced anti-Asian sentiment, including harassment, acts of violence, and hate crimes, and affirmed the county's commitment to protecting Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders.
Commissioner Tick Segerblum said that beyond really highlighting that these issues exist and raising awareness, that the county is also going to be working alongside these community groups who are often the first to report incidents of hate, and also ensuring alongside Metro Police that there are these community safety programs in place where people know also who they can report incidents to.
The county also called upon the other governments in Nevada to pass similar resolutions. Jen?
Plus, starting next Friday, Go Team Go! Student athletes within the Clark County School District can soon enjoy an audience during their next home game. The school district making the announcement that it will allow the home team fans to attend spring sporting events capped at 250 spectators or 50% capacity. Now a check on your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour is here for you. We're midway through the week, having some beautiful weather so far. Looks like we can expect more of it moving forward. Tonight, temps cooling off to the 60s. Tomorrow, highs looking to be just a bit warmer than today's in the high 80s. We'll get some more sunshine and some strong winds coming through. Friday dropping down to the mid 80s before picking back up for the weekend. In your health news, Allegiant Stadium offering drive-through COVID testing for 1 day only. It went from 8 this morning until 1 this afternoon, an opportunity for folks who have traveled or for the entire family to get tested together. Although this was only 1 day, there are other testing locations available through the Southern Nevada Health District website.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. The 2021 NFL Draft is 3 weeks away, and the Raiders currently hold the 17th overall pick. Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignore gives us a preview of who the Raiders could select.
I think offensive tackle is the direction that the Raiders go to. Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech would be the guy probably if he's there at 17. If he's not there, Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State is somebody that fits exactly what the Raiders are doing. You can't rule out if one of the premier cornerbacks falls, Patrick Surtain from Alabama or J.C. Horn from South Carolina. The Raiders would have a pretty interesting choice to make if either of those two players fell to number 17.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Sportsbooks have expanded their normal golf menus for the Masters, which starts Thursday. The Westgate has a number of prop bets, including will the lowest round shot in the tournament be over or under 64.5 strokes, and will there be a hole-in-one? Yes is minus 170. Golf handicappers have targeted Cameron Smith as one of the top choices to win the tournament at 45 to 1. Read Todd Dewey's full tournament preview on lvrj.com.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, an event to look out for, the 13th annual Women United signature event hosted by United Way of Southern Nevada's Women United. It's all to celebrate the accomplishment of local women in our community, and it's expected to bring in some special guests like former First Lady Michelle Obama's makeup artist and some special signature boxes with all sorts of goodies from local women-owned businesses. The event is slated for Friday, April 23rd. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. A sneak peek at the resident DJ of Resorts World. Review Journal's Johnny Katz has more.
The first resident headliner at Resorts World Las Vegas is the German DJ ZEDD. He'll be headlining at Zouk Nightclub and AU Day Club when the hotel opens this summer. Resort World President Scott Sabella says he's super excited to have ZEDD aboard, and why not? He was a hit with Hakkasan Group for many years here in Las Vegas, and he'll be an ambassador for the entire property.
That's a wrap of 7 at 7 p.m. from the Review Journal studio. I'm Jen Ah. Watch us on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, or our website. Also, make sure to catch 7 at 7 a.m. Sleep tight.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.